Alright everybody, thank you for joining me today. I'm Warped Fox, and we're doing something a bit different from our current gameplay of LEGO Star Wars: The Complete Saga. We're doing a indie game called Nova Drift. It's currently in early access. I believe it's been so since 2019. It's recently got a bit of popularity. A couple YouTubers I follow have covered it, so I figured I would check it out as well. So we're just gonna get right into it. Don't have any of the unlocks or all the challenges unlocked, so we're just going to get into it. I don't like that steering style. I'm hoping that fixes it. That does not. Yeah, there we go. This is more of a twin stick shooter style aim as opposed to steering like a car of sorts. Just waiting for the enemies to spawn here. Oh, getting messed up by the rocks. And here's the level up. So how this works is you have a weapon. We've got grenade, railgun, and thermal lance here. You've got a weapon. You've got a you can see the bottom there. You earned an upgrade point, which can be used to change gear or purchase a mod. Gear refers to your weapon, body, and shield. You always have one of each. So right now we're rocking all the stock stuff that you can see in the corner there. Just a standard shield, standard weapon, standard body. I can't actually see what those items are, but here we've got the weapon grenade. Launch an explosive cluster grenade. Explodes on impact or after a delay. After the initial blast, cluster explosives pepper the area. Cluster coverage scales with blast radius. The railgun, the sniper. Oops, I didn't mean to choose that, but the railgun is very railgunny. Oops, missed. These are just the run-of-the-mill enemies. Yeah, you can collect upgrades for all your different things. I'm not sure if there's body upgrades. And that's one of the quirks of the game is that so I don't know if I could actually hit that. One of the quirks of the game is that if you hit the edge of the map, you will come out the other side. You can use that to your advantage, or if you're not paying attention, that will be a disadvantage for certain enemies, bosses. Alright, here we get to choose a shield. I'll try not to fat finger the button this time. So we've got Shockwave here. Shockwave releases waves that ebb and flow, pushing targets and projectiles around it. When your shield resets after its cooldown, Shockwave releases a forceful wave which deals 120 damage and applies 20% vulnerability to targets it hits. Vulnerability increases damage targets take from all sources. After targets stop receiving vulnerability for 1 second, the effect falls off over time. Shield Halo. A Searing Hot Ring burns targets within its effect radius for 180 damage per second. Halo ignites targets for 120 burning damage per second. And Reflect. Reflect enemy projectiles with boosted power. Enemies within your shield effect radius are targeted 900 plus 900% damage to affected enemy weaponry and plus 50% velocity to affected enemy projectiles. So each of these have as you can see, different shield effect and different radius and how they, or when they react rather. this one, yeah, this one after it cools down, which is anytime you get hit and it starts regenerating. It releases a wave that, yeah, does 120 damage and applies 20% vulnerability to anyone it doesn't destroy, which early on in the game it will destroy most things. So I'm probably gonna go with Halo here. Bounce those off the shield. Yeah, and as you progress through the game, you get access to new ships, new weapons, much in the style of a roguelike. So far, I haven't heard of any challenges that come out and they're like any challenges that come out and specifically unlock certain items. That's not to say that there won't be any, but from my understanding in this point of its development, that is not the case. And here we get to unlock or we can either change our gear to a different shield or a different weapon or a different body, or we can get a mod. We've got targeting, which adds a form of homing to the whatever weapon you're using. Velocity increases projectile velocity and weapon damage. Shield durability, pretty self-explanatory. Drones are one that I'm interested in. They rotate or orbit you and attack targets. They pair really well with this body, so I might actually swap to this one. Shield cooldown, self-explanatory. Rapid fire increases your rate of fire, and passive regen, so your hull regens faster. I'm actually going to swap over to the engineer body. Those guys got shotguns. There's also some mines here. Another body. Your fire weapon has an 8% chance of being empowered, 15% improved rate of fire, projectile spread, and projectile velocity, and 15% resistance to mobility reducing effects from your weaponry. It does come with the downside of minus 10% maximum shields, which also came with the engineer body. I'd like to get a different weapon, but for right now, we will probably end up going with either shield effect or magnitude. Probably go with magnitude. Didn't actually mean to go through the side of the map there, but that time I did. I don't think you can actually damage those space dragons. Oh, this guy's fast and tanky, I guess. Just use the shield effect to I find it a bit hard to aim this weapon. Ooh, a carrier body. We will be sticking with the engineer body. Through magnitude, we unlocked payload, which increases damage, projectile size, and blast radius, but lowers rate of fire. Which for the railgun is actually a really good option. I imagine I'll take that over. Yeah, I'll probably just take that. Well, just missed that guy. Avoid the space meteors, as if meteors come from anywhere else. Get rid of those guys. They deal damage. Another upgrade ready here. I will probably grab drones. So that's an option though. Yeah, I'm gonna grab drones right now because drones will pair really well with the body that we've got. And the engineer body, sorry. Got our drone upgrade here. Drones will soak damage for us. So that's always good. Watch out for these guys, they shoot out their spikes. Oops. Probably not the right place to be. There's Splinter. Splinter is pretty good with weapons that you unlock later. I will not be getting it with this one because I don't think it's all that good with this. I will probably grab rocket drones. By probably, I mean I will. Increase some damage. Avoid the... So we've got advanced engineering here, which is probably the one I'll end up taking. Drone construct limit +1, plus 1.25 drone maximum hull, and damage per your level, and unlocks mods for specialized drones. And unlocks the assault drones and defense drones. There's also reinforced drones here. I could grab that and then hope that advanced engineering shows up later, or vice versa. It doesn't matter. They will continue to show up regardless, from my understanding. Shield effect radius. This will increase the area that are halo shield effects and increase the power of it. Charge shot, we already saw. Could be really quite good for us, but blast radius, non-explosive projectiles deal 15% damage as blast damage to other targets. I think that's more useful for weapons with an already pre-existing blast radius, in my opinion, but I could be wrong. And I have been wrong before and will be wrong again, so I'm gonna go with advanced engineering here. Get that drone count. They'll hopefully be really helpful here. I'm just gonna swap sides. Do it again. Alright, these guys are apparently a bit of a threat. Might pull up here and ignite them a bit. Nope, I guess I will just end that run. Alright, unlock the ally. So we unlock the ally there. Next unlock reward is a really powerful weapon. We've got cargo trains. So, I guess I'll enter my initials here. And we'll just move on to the next run. That was a bit of a short run, shorter than I had intended, so while the Metamorphosis is a roguelite experiences, you will encounter strange and unpredictable mods. Starting rerolls are halved. I might actually check that out next episode if you guys want to see more. But yeah, this game is definitely very interesting. It kind of went through the Among Us phase where it started off as a smaller game and then caught attention. And as such, I think this game released in 2019, which makes it 2 years old. But it seems like it just caught a bunch of attention just recently, and well, here we are. Oh yeah, there we go. I do like that. That might be good with homing, but I'm gonna hold off on homing for right now. And we're just gonna keep going until we can go no more. Grab our shield here. Targets and projectiles within the shield's effect radius are greatly slowed. Or reflect. Reflect enemy projectiles with boosted power. We already saw that one last time, so I'm probably going to go with temporal because it just seems like stupid to not. Only got one of those this time. You can see temporal's effect in effect there. I am playing with an Xbox Elite, or Xbox One Elite 2 controller. Elite Series 2 controller, I think is the actual name. So I've got variable trigger, pull, distance. Oh yeah, this is really good for this enemy. Sweet. here we got our body. I'll probably go with engineer again. Because in my personal opinion, that seems to match up with my playstyle a bit better. Yeah. Although I could go I'll go with Leviathan. Leviathan, you can use hold, or yeah, you can, if you get good thrust, you can swing your body segments into enemies. I guess I actually probably should have went over its abilities. These cargo trains give you rerolls and boost. I don't think we've unlocked boost yet. Yeah. Targeting. Magnitude or ally? Tough decision. Probably go with magnitude right now. The ally will float around, or fly around, I guess, and act as like another ship, whereas the drones are, you know, attached to you. Yeah, the allies will actually specifically go and fly out and attack enemies for you. Grab payload here. Yeah, so these body segments that I've got here take 75% less damage, I think, is the number. I guess I'll grab an upgrade here. I'll probably actually end up grabbing charge shot. My voice is a bit weird right now, but it should be fine. So yeah, I'll grab the charge shot here because, well, let's see. Oh yeah, that was pretty good. Oh yeah, this is definitely definitely pretty good. Now we'll probably grab velocity here. Although I might want to grab Splinter. Splinter could be good for continued damage. Velocity lets me attack targets further away by having more projectile velocity. Go figure. Yeah, that affects my rate of fire. Yeah, I'll grab projectile velocity. Oh, I died. Didn't get out of the way fast enough for that. Alright, well we've unlocked Salvo for the next run, which will be in the next episode. So, thank you guys for joining me. It's a pleasure as always. And I hope to see you either in the next episode for this series. I might continue this for a bit here. Or in the LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga playthrough. So, thank you guys very much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one.